Hi and welcome back to SGPL Library Kids, the place on YouTube for the Spruce Grove Public Library. I'm Sarah, the Children and Youth Services librarian, and we are doing a read aloud for May. So we are reading this one, which is called Breaking Stalin's Nose. And it is one of our 4 picks for our virtual reading club for kids this month. So we are going to be doing this one, and we've also got some other choices if you wanted something different. Our month is all about historical fiction, so if it's not a genre you're familiar with, then I do recommend you try it out because there's all sorts of cool peoples and places throughout time that you should know about. So this is all about communist Russia during the Stalinist regime, so it's something to get your teeth into. So we are up to chapter 15 today, so if you haven't already read with us, then do go back, watch the other videos, and then play catch up. So we're doing chapter 15. So Mitvich squeezes the banner through the crack in the door and says, "Keep it wrapped." I didn't know the banner would be this heavy, but the weight makes it even more important. I heave it onto my shoulder, climb 2 sets of stairs, and enter the main hall. The hall is deserted now. Everyone's in class. I know I shouldn't, but I untie the cord and turn the pole until the heavy cloth decked in gold fringe unfurls. The banner is beautiful. Comrade Stalin's profile embroidered in gold thread against the colour of blood shed for the cause of the Communist Party shines under the curved pioneer's motto, "Always ready." And there you go, you can see part of the banner that she's talking about. At the end of the hall, a plaster statue of Comrade Stalin is set between the 2 windows. Not a full statue, just a chest and head, no arms even, but it looks real. I feel like Stalin himself is looking at me. I lift up the banner and, swirling the pole so the cloth whooshes above my head, I march towards him. As I march, I imagine the parade on May Day, my favourite day of the year. I hear the crashing brass of the marching band, and I see crowds of people applauding and waving red flags and shouting, "Long live Comrade Stalin!" Under my feet, the ground rumbles as the mighty Red Army tanks roll onto Red Square. And up above, a formation of fighter planes flying in a cloudless sky shapes 6 giant letters. Stalin. S-T-A-L-I-N. I wish my dad could see me now. He'd be so proud. Already a pioneer. I'm riding atop a parade. Just like this. Look, you can see everyone in the parade. Float all decked in crimson and gold. I hold the banner as high as I can and I stare straight ahead. And what I see is our radiant communist future. I can't describe it, but I believe it's there. And believing is the most important part. If you really believe in something, it will come true. And the float rolls by the marble mausoleum where Stalin, our great leader and teacher, watches the parade with his generals. He waves at me, his eyes twinkling kindly. This is what we're fighting for, comrades. This young pioneer is our communist future. What is your name, son? My name is Sasha Zajcik, Comrade Stalin, I shout from my float. You awarded my dad the Order of the Red Banner and called him an iron broom, purging the vermin from our midst. Ah, Zajcik. And Stalin nods, smiling. I know him well, a hero and a devoted communist. A terrible mistake has been made, Comrade Stalin, I yell. My dad has been arrested. And what comes next has never happened on any May Day before. The parade starts moving backward. No, not just moving. People are running, trying to get away from Comrade Stalin's powerful voice thundering across Red Square. Spies! Traitors! Enemies of the people! Who made this mistake? Who is responsible? Arrest them! Arrest them all! And the float vanishes under my feet, and I tumble into the crowd. A stampede of panicked citizens sweep me away, and soon I lose sight of the mausoleum. I clutch the banner to my chest, but then, I don't know how, I'm not at Red Square anymore. I'm back in my school's main hall, running headlong into the statue of Stalin. The banner shoots out of my hands, and its pointy metal tip knocks Stalin's plaster nose clean off his face. There's the nose. Chapter 16. The plaster dust sparkles in the muted window light before landing on the floor around the nose. I look at the broken nose. I look at the banner spread nearby. And then I look up at Stalin, now without a nose. It doesn't take much to know what will happen next. First, I will never become a pioneer. And second, the principal will telephone the state security to report an act of terrorism in the school. Third, everyone will find out I did it. Next, the guards will arrive to arrest me. It won't be a mistake like with my dad. I should be arrested. Son of a hero and communist, I have become an enemy of the people, a wrecker. I've damaged our precious Soviet property. No, more than that, I've defaced a sacred statue of Stalin. Not on purpose, of course, it was an accident. I lost hold of the banner. It could have happened to anyone, but who's going to believe me? No one saw how it happened. And just then, a shadow passes over the nose. The sound of footsteps. I turn around, but no one is there. At that moment, the school bell explodes, and in a second, the classroom doors will burst open and kids will run out and see what I've done. I leap up and grab the banner and sprint for the closest door, the boys' toilets. And that's where we're leaving off today. So come back next time and we'll finish the story. Thank you for joining us for Virtual Storytime this week. If you enjoyed this story, come and visit us in person at the library, give us a call or message us, and we will help you find more books, movies, video games, TV series, and so many more programs and services that we can offer you, all for the small price of a library card, which of course is free. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, SGPL Library Kids. So thank you once again, and bye-bye.